I want to become a nurse ever since I was little because when I would go to the doctors and I'd see all the medical professionals, I think they were so cool and they were like God's hands saving us from viruses, diseases. They were doing surgery on us, which they are. And as I grew up, I learned more about that every little thing nurses, CNA do matters. It really does help the people in the hospital that need care. It doesn't matter how small or big the thing they're doing is. My favorite show growing up was Grey's Anatomy, which is about doctors. When I saw them doing surgery or CPR or talking to patients when things went wrong and seeing how they had to change their tone and perspective and how it impacted them as well. And when things went well, how everybody was happy, including the nurses. Even though they didn't know the person on the table, that kind of pushed me more towards the medical field. When I experienced that firsthand myself, that's what made me want to become a nurse. That was my pushing point. When my mom hurt her back at her job and she had to have a spine surgery, that was the scariest feeling for me and my family. And I can't imagine or fathom how scary it must have been for her. And she's one to keep a straight face and say she's okay and not scared, but deep inside I know she was. Anything could go wrong in a spine surgery. She can lose all her ability to walk. She can die. Like, there's so many outcomes, and we all knew that. So it was scary having to go through that. When we were in the hospital, everyone was nice, and they would come in and check on her, and right before the surgery, they'd just ask her a few questions and then leave, which I understand, it's very busy. In the moment, it was quite a while back when I was a little younger. So there weren't many people who spoke Spanish. There was this one specific nurse that I remember who caught us speaking Spanish, and she asked if we needed a translator, and we said yes, please. So she decided to come and help us. If she had any questions, we'd go to her, and she didn't make us feel like we were bothering her. She would regularly come and check up on me and my mom, post surgery and pre the surgery. Any questions. She would always have a smile on her face, answer everything with a positive attitude, and just kept our spirits and hopes up. I think that radiating energy and good vibes that we got from that nurse really helped us keep it together. And the fact that she spoke Spanish and was able to explain things better to us was honestly so, like, it was life saving. I want to be that type of nurse for other people who speak Spanish, not only for people to speak Spanish, but I like to be able to be an option and help them feel secure the way she made us feel secure. Help them understand that everything's going to be okay or that they're trying their best. I think that was when we got home, all we talked about was how kind everybody was, but how that nurse really made her feel secure, made her feel like she was in good hands, and made us feel like she was in good hands. I love helping people in any way possible. If someone needs help crossing the crosswalk, I will be there to help. I will be the first to offer. And just knowing that nursing gives me the ability to have help people's loved ones, and that from my experience, it helps me make sure their loved ones are taken care of, as well as those who are there for the loved ones that are sick. I think I would be an amazing nurse, and I just want to fulfill that. I feel like I need to give back to the world as well and put out my best to take care of anyone in any way I can and make sure they feel like they're getting proper care as well as uplifting their spirits, because I know once they're in the hospital, it's one of the worst times ever, and I think it's just better to have a good face, and I want to be that person for people where they feel safe.